Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, or Cub. Please excuse my unkempt appearance. I was up very late last night and fairly early this morning doing some final touches on something very cool that I want to announce to you guys. And I think that it'll really change the way that we interact with one another. And I think it's gonna be great. And I can't wait to show it to you. But first, let's do a little backstory. So when I was a kid, like a wee little kid, like a small child, like basically from the day I was born all the way up until now, I've found no greater joy in anything else I've ever done besides entertaining people. I cannot begin to express to you, even as a kid, you know, if I could make anyone laugh, a baby, a grown-up, an old person, or an elderly person, I guess would be the correct term, that made me happy. And so growing up, I always used to have like a list of things I wanted to be. You know, every kid kind of goes through phases. All of mine were sort of entertainment-centric. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to be a movie director. I wanted to be the next George Lucas. Yes, I loved the Star Wars prequels when I was younger. What can I say? I was a kid. They were new. Lightsabers. It was awesome. And kind of growing up from that, I was like, well, that seems like it's a bit of a... It didn't seem like a very feasible thing. You know, you don't just go out after graduating high school and become George Lucas or Steven Spielberg. And so I kind of phased into, you know what, I still want to tell stories. I still want to entertain people. So I'll be a writer. And that kind of lasted for a little while. And actually, I'd still love to be a writer. I really like to write. Any of you guys who have ever read any of my short stories I've posted online before, you know I love to write. But when I was entering my last year in high school, I kind of got back into the video thing. I was like, you know what, this YouTube thing is pretty cool. I bet I could probably entertain a few people this way. So I got my buddy Austin, and I was like, hey, do you want to be the next Yogscast? That's what I asked him, and he didn't even know what that meant. So we made some YouTube videos, got some minor views on them. I think that probably the most we got was on the Christmas special we did, but I got hooked. I was instantly hooked. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. I love this. And I've been doing it relentlessly for the last 2 years now. And I've learned a whole lot about YouTube, about communities, about entertainment. And one of the things I've learned is that people, they do like watching videos. That is entertaining. But for them, if they feel like they have a connection to the people creating the content, I know this from experience, it makes the entertainment even better. And because one of the things I love to do is entertain people, I want to do that to the best of my abilities, which means that I've got to connect with you guys. Now, I've been trying... Everything that I plan is always future-based. You know, like in the future, I will move to a place where I can get super fast internet. And then I have this list of things I'll do. You know, I'll play on servers constantly with people, and we'll have a good time together, and it'll be great. The problem with that is, you take all of these plans, and then you add a when to it. And all of those plans get pushed away, and there's like this tiny little thread connecting them. And it doesn't actually work. You have to... Basically, I've decided I need to start setting up goals that can work now. That I can actually say, I want to do this, and I can then do it. I don't have to like attach a string to it, the when string I call it. I don't have to say, when this happens, then, yeah, you know. So I was like, okay, I've got to find a way to interact with the community right now where I'm at without having to worry about, you know, my horrible slow internet. I've got to focus on what I can do, not what I can't do now, but maybe later. And that brings up the website that I've started. So some of you have noticed that in the descriptions of a lot of my more recent videos, where it says website, it says new revamped website coming soon. Well, I've created a new website. It's a community website in which we will become a community. It will be amazing. It will be so much fun. So it's called Cubsplace.net, and there'll be a link in the description. And you may go up there and you're like, hey, this looks familiar. That's right. If you were a member of our Cubcraft community, then the website will probably look very familiar because I took a lot of the design elements from that. And I learned a lot from Cubcraft. People just like to interact. People like to talk to one another. And I really loved that part of the website. What I didn't like was having to jeopardize making videos. I love making video content. This is, for those of you who don't know, I had a website and a server called Cubcraft. It was a Tekkit server. And I loved having the community. And the problem was, there were so many problems with that server. Whenever I sat down in the morning, I had to choose between making videos, which is one of the things I love to do, versus troubleshoot a server, which it was just So I eventually quit the server, and the community just kind of died out. And I was like, you know what? I want that community back. So new website, cubsplace.net. The very first page you get to when you load it up, follow the link, is the crew page. And that's the center of this website. There's a couple other pages. We'll talk about those in a second. But the crew page, that's you guys. Y'all are Cubs crew. Now, I've had a lot of people suggest different names for the subscriber base. Cubbies, which I kind of liked, actually. But, you know. Cubs Club. I liked the crew better, though, because it didn't necessarily have the word cub in it. It wasn't like possessive. Yeah, you can call it Cubs Crew, but I like to just call it the crew, because Cubs Crew makes it sound like you're mine and I'm possessing you. That's not at all how it works, though. It's a community. We are the crew, including myself. I am a crew member. Self-elected leader, albeit, but still, you know, a member of the crew. So you load that up, and the very first thing that comes up there is the news tab. Now, the news tab is going to be awesome. So you can register an account, and once you register, it's very easy. I'll actually make a video walking you through all this, but you can actually, we're going to have like giveaways specifically for crew members. You have to be a member of the crew to get this giveaway, and they're going to be posted there. You're going to get news like, hey, we're going to do this event on this server. That's where you're going to get all your news. You can have a chat section. You're going to have something else that's not finished yet. I'm working on it. But then you also have a forum. And the forum is where you can get together. It's not completely fleshed out yet. There's only a few areas. But you can get on there and you can chat with one another. And you can actually post your content into the forums. You can create a forum post under the YouTube section and say, hey, I started this series. Post in your playlist. People can give you feedback. If I hop on there and I'm like, hey, this is really great, I can actually put it in the news feeds for everyone to see, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. Now, next to that is my page. It's like Cubs, I forgot what I called it, but it's basically just like a personal blog, and then links to all my videos and stuff. Not as important, but I just kind of threw that on there in case people are like, oh, I wonder what Reese is doing today. You can go find that out real easy. Next to that, you have the store, or the marketplace. I can't remember what I named that either. And the idea there is you can buy points. And the money that you spend on points are going to be used to pay for the website, to pay for future servers, because we're going to get Minecraft servers in there with people who actually know how to manage them, because last time, as you all learned, I don't know how to manage a Minecraft server. But yes, I'm hoping to launch the new servers partway through the December, and one of them will be free. Anyone can join it. The other ones are going to you have to pay a point each month. Now, points cost $1 a piece. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, oh, Reese, why would you do this? Because it's expensive, guys. I've got a website to pay for. We're going to have servers to pay for. Like I said, one of them will be free. But if you want to help support the community, you can just $1, buy a point. There you go. You have that point. You've helped support the community. And you can then use that point to join one of the special servers. You can use that point to, I don't know, I've thought of a whole bunch of different things we're going to be using points for. So it's not so much you're buying a point. It's like you're giving a donation to the server. And to thank you is you get a point that you can do whatever you want to with it. So don't look at it like that. It's not like a waste to make money. I'm not trying to monetize you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough cash inflow to support the website and all the cool things that we're going to be doing, because life is expensive. You know, I don't have enough money to host 3 servers on my own, as well as everything I have to do. So I'm kind of hoping we can make it community funded, and that would be great. But yeah, so you can go check that out. But the store and my page, that's just kind of like an aside to the most important thing, which is the crew center, the crew page, which is, like I said, forums, news posts, giveaways. It's going to be awesome. I highly suggest you guys go check it out. I'm going to have a link in the description, and as soon as the next video is done, it'll be linked. And again, another link in the description to part 2, or maybe just a big annotation on my face. You can click on it, and we'll take you to kind of like a guided tour of the website, where I'll actually have like a screen share open and walk you through all the different things, like how to register and stuff. But yeah, so I'll have a link in the description. Link number 1 will be to the website. Link number 2 will take you directly to the register an account page. Now, if you already had an account with Cubcraft back in the day, then it'll probably still work. You'll still be in there. Right after that, we'll have a link that'll take you to video 2. And that should get you through it. Alrighty, guys, so thank y'all for watching. Again, I think this is going to be really awesome. I can't wait to get all you guys in there and just start interacting. It's going to be amazing. I think we already have a pretty awesome community. If you've ever read comments or anything, everybody's generally really great to one another and very supportive, and I just can't wait to see where this goes. Whew, that took a lot out of me, a lot of hyper talking. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, and I will see you guys in part 2. Bye.